So he mentions that Umar radiallahu anhu in his khutbah, for an example of one of his khutbahs is that he got up, he read the tashahhud in the khutbah, and gave an explanation of the meaning of the tashahhud in his khutbah. Now I'm going to ask you a couple of basic questions. What city is Umar radiallahu anhu giving khutbah in? Medina. What masjid is he giving khutbah in? The Prophet's mosque. On the Prophet's minbar. The majority of the attendees are who? Sahaba, companions. They know their tashahhud. They know what it means. But look at the subject matter and the theme of his khutbah. It focuses and centers around spirituality. Practical spirituality. That was personally a reminder for me about what the khutbahs of the Sahaba and even the Prophet ﷺ were like, what they were about. They were spiritually nourishing and fulfilling. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He talks about Jumu'ah, He says, فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Rush to the remembrance of Allah. He didn't say, فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ CNN. That's not what Allah said. He said, فَاسْعَوْا إِلَىٰ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. See, the point is not to say that we don't talk about relevant things. But the point is that it has to be spiritually fulfilling, spiritually nourishing. That's what the purpose of. The primary purpose of the khutbah is to remind people and help people reconnect with Allah. And if the khutbah does not accomplish that, it failed. There's a story I often tell that I was traveling one time, and it was actually Southern California. So when I arrived there, I was renting a car. I had to drive around, see some folks. And I went to the rental car counter, and there was a young man at the rental car counter. He looked daisy, okay? Alright, we have like a radar for each other, right? So he looked daisy, alright? But the problem is this, and I know SoCal, Southern California, there's a huge Hindu population there as well. He wasn't wearing a name tag. So I didn't want to be like, Assalamu alaikum, and he's like, what you said it? Right? I don't know why it would sound like that, but it's the airport, and then we'd have a bunch of problems on our hands, and so I didn't want to deal with that mess. So I just had a win, put my driver's license on the counter, I said I have a reservation. And he looked at my driver's license, and he's like, Assalamu alaikum. And I got excited. How's it going, buddy? What's up? Yeah. Right? So I got all excited. And we started, he said, what are you here for? I told him I'm here, just some people, I got to do some programs and this and that. So he asked me, he's like, are you an imam or a sheikh or something? I said, I'm the something, right? So then he said, can I ask you a couple of questions? If you're not in a rush, could you wait? I go on break, I need to talk to somebody. I said, sure, no rush, no hurry. So we sat down, we started talking. And this brother basically tells me, young guy, probably in his early 20s, he tells me that things are so bad with him in life. Spiritually, he's like, I don't know what I believe in anymore. I'm not even sure if I'm Muslim anymore. Family-wise, personally, things are so bad for him. He said he lives 10 minutes away from his parents and I have not seen them in over a year. Like, this dude's life is falling apart. And he's just telling me, unloading on me, talking to me. But then he told something that just floored me. He told me, he goes, but there's one thing, brother. He goes, every single Friday, I leave work early. I work half a day, I work till noon. I leave work. I actually come back in Saturday morning and make up half a day for it. And I go, I take a shower, I change my clothes, and I go to the masjid and I attend the khutbah and I pray Jummah. Every Friday. Now the reason why that was so traumatic for me was I'm sitting there thinking, this brother's telling me he prays Jummah every single week. Yet he's having a crisis of faith. His family life is in shambles. Like, how is that possible? Did you ever quantify it? Somebody attends a khutbah. The average khutbah is hopefully about 30 minutes. Alright? The average khutbah should be about 30 minutes. 20, 25, 30 minutes at the max, at the most. Let's just say 30 minutes. He attends 52 lectures a year. He attends 52 Islamic programs a year. He hears over 25 hours of Islamic content a year. And yet, it's not even helping him in something so basic. We got a problem.